What's going on, Shady people? ShadyPenguinn here, bringing you another live Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle today against subscribers / follower on Twitter. Before we get started, just a friendly reminder, be sure to show some Shady love to that like button right below this video, because without your support, I cannot keep 2 videos a day coming your way. That is what I say. Now, today we are here battling RaVeN. Twitter link in the description, of course, as always. And, we are back again with the team that we built during our Shady Teams #1. If you've yet to see that video, it is in the link in the description. Be sure to check out the live building of this team. If you did not see the last battle, be sure to check that out as well, because it was a lot of fun, and you should definitely go watch it. We are going to go over the team again, just for those of you guys who are not familiar with it yet. Try to keep up to date with the live team, so I'm probably going to always do a live session now if you guys enjoy building. I still don't know if you guys enjoy it yet, because I haven't posted the video yet. If you guys enjoy the live team building, I'm going to do it, and then battle, and we'll all be able to see how the team does. And at some point in the future, I want to have a live building together where you guys suggest the Pokemon of the team, but that is in the near future. Medium future. Not far, but not near. We have Pumbaa the Donphan, Rudolph the Lantern, and Poison Boy our Weezing. That is our core, sort of. I'm sorry, the right-hand side is our core. We have Rudolph, Knockcallum, and Poison Boy. Special defensive wall on Rudolph, physically defensive wall on Poison Boy, and they cover each other's weaknesses perfectly. And then we have Knockcallum, whose weaknesses are covered by Poison Boy, and he intimidates, and he's a sponge on both sides. And then we have Pumbaa, the offensive Donphan, which is a lot of fun. Hyrule, the star of the show, ladies and gentlemen. That's my goal, is to make Hyrule Dodrio the star of the show. And then we have Chandler, the Chandelure. Wow. Chandler, the Chandelure. And we're going to get into this battle right now with RaVeN. RaVeN, good luck. I'm going to take a picture of your team, and we're going to see how this one goes. My opponent is bringing Arcanine, Haxorus, Sharpedo, Cloyster, Braviary, and Luxray. So that is a really threatening team. He's got double Intimidate possibility. He's got U-turn initiative in Braviary. So that is definitely a really threatening team. I'm going to go ahead and open up Rudolph for the sole fact that Rudolph hits 4 things on his team, 5 things on his team with super effective damage, and his Volt Absorb the Luxray. So Rudolph seems like the best way to start out. Let me clarify what I meant. Arcanine gets hit by water, Sharpedo and Cloyster get hit by electricity, and as does Braviary, and then Haxorus gets hit by ice. So Lantern kind of shuts down the whole team. Special attackers on his side, probably Luxray, and that looks like it might be it. He actually opens up with the Haxorus. That's kind of troublesome for us. He's going to break molds. I'm going to go ahead and predict an Earthquake, and I'm going to go out into Poison Boy. Plus, I think this Haxorus is probably going to be physical. So I want to go out into my physical wall and not have my special wall out there in the open to get smashed. I didn't want to go for a Volt Switch because he's probably going to outspeed. He goes for the Dragon Dance. I'm really glad I went out into Poison Boy because I could try to burn this thing and stop a sweep. This is one of his potential sweepers. He's setting up early, which honestly, because of that opening that I made, is not a terrible thing to do at all. He's going to go for the Dragon Claw Stab. I don't think it should do more than half. It's not going to do more than half because Poison Boy does not mess around, and I thankfully land my Willow this time around. So we're going to land that Willow and have his attack. We are fine now. I can actually, if I wanted to, I can go for a Pain Split, but I don't think it's time just yet. Instead, I think I'm just going to go for a Sludge Bomb. I don't see him switching out after having a Dragon Dance up. He's going to go for another Dragon Claw. I pretty much felt like that's what he was going to do. Now we're going to be able to take that even better, get a Sludge Bomb off, and go for a Pain Split on the following turn. Actually, it looks like we're not going to be going for a Pain Split. I don't want my Poison Boy taking any more damage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and switch out to Scrafty, because Scrafty can definitely take a hit. Plus, it'll bring him back down to bring him down to neutral, and then the burn brings him down to half that. He does have that Dragon Dance up, but we will have an Intimidate to go off on this Haxorus. Hoping he does just go for another Dragon Claw, and the reason I want to save that Weezing is because I think that his Luxray is going to be a physically defensive. Wow, he goes for another Dragon Dance. Well, now he's still at around the same pace, which is fine by me. I'm wondering what item he's holding. Perhaps Weakness Policy Haxorus, because that's a thing. I can just go ahead and go for a Drain Punch to get the damage back that I'm about to take. I know I'm going to take a hit, possibly another Dragon Claw. It's not that big of a deal. My Scrafty, if I had to set up Scrafty, this would be a perfect opportunity to just set up 2 Dragon Dances, because I'm not going to take more than half, and then I could just literally sweep the rest of his team, which might be going through his mind right now, and that's exactly why he's hesitant on just going for an attack. He might want to switch out as soon as possible, but he's not. He's just going to go for a Dragon Claw, which is what I would do that point. We're going to get a Drain Punch off and take the remaining HP that Haxorus has and put it in our pockets like a thug. So that's going to be good. Haxorus is going to go down early. Setting up early is always a big risk. Unless you can identify on your opponent's team that there's literally no risk to you setting up early, you should try not to do it. I say that, but I should practice what I preach because I often try to do the same thing. It's just so tempting when the setup is right there in front of you. It's so tempting. So we're going to be able to go ahead and see what he's going to go into. I would say probably the Braviary. There's the Braviary. I was going to say probably the Braviary seems like the right play. Because U-turn or Brave Bird is going to do a bunch. Either way, I think at this point, it's time to go out into Poison Boy and let him go down. I mean, unless he goes for the U-turn, then we'll be in good shape if he goes for the U-turn. But something tells me he's just going to go straight away for the Brave Bird or the Thrash even. Maybe just Return instead of Thrash or Frustration, one of the three. I don't know. But Thrash is Outrage for normal types. I mean, that's kind of cool that they made a move like that, to be honest. I like that a lot. I really do. I really do! Poison Boy. Oh, that's so good. Because that superpower is not going to do half of our remaining HP. Opted to go for the superpower over the fighting type. I'm sorry, not over the fighting type. Over the flying type move, probably predicting my Lantern to come out. Because Lantern would gain type advantage, but I'm more concerned with just getting a safe switch in so that I can go for a Pain Split and get all of my HP back. So I'm sure we're going to see this Braviary. Oh, he's not choiced. He's going for a normal Crush Claw. That almost takes me out. Oh my goodness. But we're going to be able to Pain Split and get all the way back up to over 100 after the Black Sludge. Not only that, we can actually go for another Will-O-Wisp if we want to, but I fear that Arcanine, so I'm actually just going to go for a Sludge Bomb because it seems a bit safer to me. He's not going to, he already knows that my knows that my Wheezing has Will-O-Wisp, so I don't think he's going to want to go for another attack. He's probably going to want to go on into Arcanine, so I'm going to go for the Sludge Bomb. I love Braviary, you guys know that. I actually almost made a team around Braviary instead of Dodrio because honestly they're pretty much interchangeable. That's this team that I have right here. I can take Braviary off, I can take Dodrio off and just put Braviary on. So goes on into his Luxray. We don't see the Intimidate, so I was wrong about this thing being a sponge, especially judging by how he takes that. Oh, he's Guts boosted. Okay, so I'm going to predict the Wild Charge and I'm going to go out into Rudolph. I'm going to predict the Wild Charge and go out into Rudolph. Because he thinks that just because he's Guts boosted, and his Luxray is physical as well. This whole team looks physical. I think it is. Goes for the Ice Fang, which we resist. I'm surprised he went for the... It's a crit! Of course it's a crit. And now if he has superpower, he is going to be able to take me out with that, unfortunately. I'm going to be able to do the following. I can go ahead and go for a Volt Switch. Because he doesn't have Volt Absorb. He isn't. Oh, wait, he might have Volt Absorb. Oh, no, he has Guts. He has Guts, I'm sorry. He has Guts. He's going to go for a Fire Fang. I don't know if he was predicting a switch there or what. I don't really know, but we're just going to get a Volt Switch off. That way I can go into something faster than Luxray, which would be my Chandelure. And looking at his team, I can freely, well, I can't freely go for Shadow Balls because he's got that Braviary. So I'm going to have to go for, Flamethrowers is like more risky. Shadow Ball is more likely to hit something with at least neutral damage, so we're going to go ahead and go for the Shadow Ball. He's most likely going to just stay in. If not, he might predict the Shadow Ball and go out into Braviary, which would make this game a little bit more interesting after seeing all those fangs on Luxray. I guess Luxray is just his coverage Pokemon in his eyes. That's what he uses his Luxray for. So he's going to actually go into the Sharpedo. Perfect switch because he does resist both of my stabs. Unfortunately, I did not go for the Energy Ball. But with Choice Specs, ladies and gentlemen, that is still going to hurt. I'm going to take advantage of this moment because I'm pretty positive he's going to go ahead and go for a Protect to try to outspeed me the following turn. I'm going to go on to Scrafty and get an Intimidate off. That way I can live any one hit with my Scrafty. Let's see. Let's not Callum's going to get that Intimidate off. And he is going to go for the Protect. In fact, get a Speed Boost. And he might Protect again to get even more speed. But he's probably fearing the Dragon Dance. So I'm going to go ahead and go for a Drain Punch here. He does, in fact, go for Protect to scout what I go for. And to gain even more speed. But even with that, he's going to have to flinch me about 2 times in order to kill my Scrafty. Actually, not more than that. I can freely go for a Drain Punch here. Oh, no! I did not expect Destiny Bond! Destiny Bond Sharpedo? Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so distraught right now. No! Oh my gosh, I really can't believe I just lost a full HP. Scrafty, with Intimidate, part of my core, to a Destiny Bond Sharpedo. Oh my goodness. Alright. Well, looking at that. Oh, man. Let's go ahead and go out into Chandler. One of the water types are gone. He goes out into the Braviary. The Braviary is not choice. We already know that, so we know that we are going to outspeed it. We are free to go for a Flamethrower. The only thing he can really go into is his Arcanine, but I'm really hoping that's an Intimidate Arcanine. Okay, wait a minute. I guess we didn't see him change his moves. Wait a minute. I'm almost positive we did. Oh, I just messed up big time. Braviary, are you faster? No. Speed tie! Oh, I should have checked. I didn't expect that. Wow, I really did not expect that. Well, we're in a little bit of trouble now. We are definitely in a little bit of trouble. I don't think Donphan can take you out with an Ice Shard. You can't really hurt Donphan that much. Oh, I'm a little disappointed right now. You know what? I'm going to go out into Poison Boy here because we know Poison Boy. He switched out on Poison Boy before. Let's go back out into this scenario. We can go for another Sludge Bomb. And I think Poison Boy is going to be one of our... It's going to be like our win condition here. You guys can see, by the way, I have not brought out Dodrio yet. Because it's my the star Pokemon, you would think that I'd want it to be in the field all the time. But because it's a star Pokemon that doesn't have like Switch Initiative like U-Turn or Volt Switch, I want to make sure I save it for when I really need it. He is going to go for the Rock Slide again. A better move would have been any sort of... A Crush Claw would have done a lot more... would have done more than that. We're going to get a Sludge Bomb off. Going to really hope that we get a Poison. We do get a Poison. But I guess it's not the best or worst thing in the world. It's really indifferent. Poison really doesn't matter because another Sludge Bomb is obviously going to take him out from that range. I do think he's going to go for another attack. Obviously, he's going to go for an attack, but... We're going to let Poison Boy stay in here. Looking at his team... Yeah, we're going to let Poison Boy stay in here. He is going to go for the Crush Claw this time, realizing that it does do more damage. That is going to bring me down to 27. Poison Boy keeps coming very close to dying. He has to go into Arcanine here. He has Arcanine, Cloyster... Who else does he have left? Is Luxray still around? Luxray might be around. Did he preserve it? I don't think he did. Destiny Bond Sharpedo, ladies and gentlemen. That is the highlight of this game. Goes out into the Arcanine. Definitely the play to make. We see the Intimidate. I'm sure that he's going to be able to take me out with a Flare Blitz. He has 3 Pokemon left. Okay, so he still has the Luxray. I'm going to go for the Pain Split on the off chance he overpredicts and goes for an Extreme Speed. I'm going to live that. I'm not going to live that. Oh, Choice Bandit? Choice Bandit, maybe? Interesting. Let's go out of the Pumbaa regardless. Now that his Braviary is gone, we can freely go for an EQ. I know that he has that gosh darn Cloyster who can eat up an EQ like anything. But it's still our best bet right here. He has to switch out. He does have to go into the Cloyster. I could predict that, but I think that the Earthquake's going to do an okay amount. Like, I think it's going to be a 3-hit KO. There's the Cloyster. Plus, you want to break the Focus Sash in case he wants to do anything cheeky. Now, I don't know the Cloyster can... Oh, look at that. That's Adamant. That's Adamant! Donphan is such a good offensive Pokemon. Alright, so he could go for the Icicle Spear here. I'm looking at his speed. Dodrio. I just have to make sure... Oh, no, because Ice Shard. Oh, we can't risk it. We have to go for Earthquake. We have to go for Earthquake here. We have no other option, unfortunately. He does go for the Ice Shard, thankfully. Whew. Went for the Ice Shard, not the Icicle Spear. The Icicle Spear would have KO'd me. Easily. Easily. Well, not easily. I guess I shouldn't say easily. It's got a 4% chance to KO. Never mind. It's not that big of a deal. Forget it. Forget it! Well, I wasn't at max. I took Life Orb damage. So it has a small chance to KO. So we have this Luxray here. We know that since we're Adamant and Ice Shard is going to take this Luxray out. So we can just go ahead and do that. There, down goes the Luxray. Adamant Donphan with Life Orb. Very powerful. I think Nappy already uses Adamant Donphan. I'm not sure if he has Life Orb on it, though, but it's really, really, really powerful. Now, I know Donphan's not supposed to be the star of the show right now, but it looks like he's clawing his way to MVP. It really does. This last Pokemon is going to be the... It's not the Cloyster. We killed the Cloyster. It's not the Luxray. Oh, it's the Arcanine. Possibility that the Arcanine will take me out. There's a slight possibility of that. We're going to go ahead and go for the Earthquake. A Flare Blitz just might take me out. If he goes for the close combat... Nope, he goes for the Flare Blitz. Flare Blitz will probably take me out, especially if he's banded. Probably should have went for Ice Shard. This battle's not over! This battle's not over! Oh my goodness. Damaged by the recoil, no Life Orb. I think what I have to do is sacrifice Rudolph. Rudolph's not going to outspeed. So we have to sacrifice... Well, you know what? Rudolph might be able to take this hit. What am I saying? Lanturn might be able to take this hit. Let's go for the Scald. I was going to say let's sacrifice Rudolph and then bring in Dodrio to finish up the game. But it doesn't look like... Oh, we live on 2! Had we died, had we not lived on 2, Dodrio would have been able to go for a Giga Impact to end the game. Because Giga Impact, in case you did not know, Giga Impact Dodrio does 80% to an Arcanine. And that's max HP Arcanine, so we don't even know if he was max HP. That's going to be another game. The Dodrio team seems to be very successful. We will have one more battle with this team, maybe. I'm not sure, maybe not. If we do, it'll be against a YouTuber. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this team, make sure you leave a like rating. Go check out the live team building action in the video in the description below if you have not seen it yet. And if you want more of these type of things where I build the team live and then have battles with those, let me know in the comments, on the Twitter, wherever you can reach me. Do it. Have yourselves a good day, but above all else, keep it